Today I am 34 and a half years old. I can't believe I'm going to be 35 in 6 months, but it is Friday, October 28th. I am walking back from a YouTube AAPI lunch, and given that I have like 300 followers, I was sitting next to someone who has 13 million subscribers, or maybe 20 million, or maybe, I don't know. But definitely feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome, but I'm really glad that they invited me, and it's making me more excited about creating on YouTube. And I have 2 takeaways from the event, and then one like asterisk that I thought was really nice. So the first takeaway is that if you want to go viral, create on TikTok, which is actually how I got started as a creator. And then if you actually want to turn your content into, turn your content into a career, you should create on YouTube. So that's why I am exploring my foray into YouTube. I think I might have more luck with shorts, but we're playing around with some longer form content. So that was my first takeaway. I learned that from Ian Boggs. I don't know if you follow them, but check them out on YouTube. And then there was a panel, and Alan Chicken Chow, I think that is his handle, spoke about, getting to know other creators and sharing your knowledge, collaborating, supporting each other. And that's actually how, that's actually one of my favorite parts of being a creator on any platform, is just getting to know other creators and, trying to figure this whole thing out. So I'm glad I got invited to that event. I don't even know how I got into their listserv, but I'm in their sphere. So the little asterisk is they did ask if anyone had any access needs related to the event. And I got asked this question before. I made a part of my anti-ableism series about it, but I was at like a sit-down lunch at a conference a couple of months ago, and the server came by and offered to cut my chicken dish, which I thought was just so helpful that it was proactive. So someone asked, for fellow event organizers, how can they ask so that people know to be proactive in that way? And my response is that, like, if we don't actually know, like, how the meal is going to be served, is hard. So I ended up putting that I had an access need, that if there was going to be food, when my arms is paralyzed and I might need some assistance. So they reached back out and said, we received your access request and we're curious for a bit more information. And I said, if it's a sit-down lunch and there's like an entree, I might need help cutting things. And if it's a buffet, to be able to have enough space for me to put my plate down. And so they ended up emailing me, and I don't know if this was because of me, but there was enough space in the buffet line and everything was easy to eat, which I just really appreciated. So today was my final speaking engagement of National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and Monday is Halloween. I don't have any plans yet, but I think Greg is getting dressed up. But I did a fireside chat, and fireside chats are my favorite type of speaking engagement because I just feel like they're more dynamic, and especially like in a virtual world. I just think that when you're looking at a screen, you kind of need like more voices, and so it's a fascinating thing where, like, for virtual events, the panel format actually works a little bit better. So closing out the month strong, feeling good. I ran into my friend Jerry at the event. And I'm feeling like inspired to create more. and just have, you know, one of the other things I took away from like the panel event that they had was that you kind of want to think about your content creation or your life as a creator in terms of like a portfolio. So if you lost your entire following on one of the platforms, or you lost one of your streams of income entirely, you know, would you be able to still have something to support yourself in one way or another? So it was really cool to be able to meet so many full-time creators who, you know, have been doing this for a long time and have seen it pay off. You know, you kind of have to be in it for the longer term, I think. So those were some of my takeaways. And yeah, it's just cool to be living in LA and have access to events like this. And honestly, everyone was so friendly. And even though I've got like 300 subscribers on here, like everyone was just like open to meeting everyone. And that's kind of the best part. And then there was like a small group of us of introverts where we were just kind of like sitting at a table or like taking it all in. But yeah, I'm trying to cross the street without. So yeah, overall, I'm glad I went. It's funny because, yeah, as introverts, like many of us just got used to like creating on a screen and not being around a lot of people. And now that's just something that we are having to get used to. So that is my Friday update. Today is kind of like my ideal day, where it's like woke up and did speaking engagement, went to this lunch. Now gonna take it easy the rest of the day, get some work done on my own time, and that's how we are going into the weekend. Bye everyone.